Hey guys, what's going on? Birch Video Production. It's November. I know it's only the beginning of November, but the holidays are creeping up on us. Not that that's a bad thing. Christmas is my favorite season, but that just means it's gonna start getting cold outside. So let me think here. I'm going to kind of talk about what winter general maintenances you might need to do to prepare yourself for the holidays, and with all the traveling that you're going to be doing to going to families for Thanksgiving and for Christmas, and just running all over the place buying Christmas presents and everything like that. See, you're going to be so focused on that, you're not going to have time to worry about your vehicle. So hopefully these little tips here will kind of help you out a little bit. Alright guys, so it's that time of year. It's starting to rain a lot, at least here in Missouri. If you're already up north, like Michigan, places like that, most likely probably already have snow on the ground. So one of the things that a lot of people like to do is wash their vehicles all the time. Well, at least for the holidays, I would say don't focus on it a whole lot. Just kind of do your thing, unless of course you have a detailing business or something, you know, and you take it there, or you take your vehicle to a detailing place or something, you know. Other than that, I wouldn't worry about trying to go out and do it yourself, because it's just gonna get dirty, as like my truck is, and every other truck you see running around here. If you ever see any in the background this time of year, they're all pretty much covered with mud, because a lot of people out here live on gravels. See, we don't anymore, but my driveway is kind of muddy. But when we go out to her grandma's house, they live out on a gravel road. So, and my dad lives on a gravel road, and my mom lives on a gravel road. So anywhere we go, it's gonna be muddy. So, however, if it's muddy like that, you know, you can wash your vehicle, but because you can get mud caked in the wheels and they start hopping up and down, and you get shakes in the steering wheel and in their seat, like if it's behind and everything like that. So it's just kind of more or less up to you, because that one, washing your vehicle, is not that big of a deal, but it can be. So if you have watched any of my other videos about maintenance or how-tos or anything like that, then you know pretty well a lot of the stuff you have to check on your vehicle. Well, I hope you've done all that stuff, because I mean, you can still do the regular stuff like check your oil and check your transmission fluid if possible. But there is definitely some stuff that you want to be checking this time of year. Now, you can take it to a shop and have them do it, because we have the little tool for it. Or you can go out and buy the tool for like $1 or $2 maybe, and keep it around for a few years. But what it is, it's a little tube. It's got numbers written on it, and it'll have, well, ours does, and it's got a little like plastic balls that are in there. There's a bunch of them, and it's got a long rubber tube too. It's flexible, and it's got a red deal at the top that you squeeze it. So what you do is you stick it down in your radiator if possible, or in your the runoff bottle, and or you get down in there, you squeeze the thing, and then when you let out, it sucks it up in the tube. You know, basic physics. And you pull it out and you look at the balls. Now, if all of them are floating, at least on our tool, that means you're good to -40 degrees, which is good. If all of them but one, it's -20, and then if 2 of them have sunk or didn't come up at all, it's -10, and you know, and so on and so forth. So you get the picture. Now, with that being said, here in Missouri and in places like Arkansas and like the border states, a lot of us here, it can get to -10 degrees. Now, what this means is that your antifreeze is a little old, and it has the possibility of freezing getting to those temperatures. Now, -40, it'll never really reach here in Missouri or Arkansas that I know of, at least. So I'm not that worried about it. Like mine, I think, is -25 or something. So I'm not that worried about it. But but what you can do for this is you can if you can put it in your radiator directly, that would be nice. But if you have to put it in your runoff bottle, that's fine too. But if it's a little low anyway, you can add some brand new coolant to it. You can get the 50-50 mix if you want to, but just to kind of make it more potent, you should probably go ahead and get the 100% coolant instead of the 50-50 water coolant mix. That way, you know, it'll be a little bit more potent and you can handle some colder temperatures. So that's good on that. Checking your oil is always a strong point. You know, that's something you always need to do. The engine is the heart of the vehicle, you know. So you need to always be checking your oil, no matter what, really. Every, 2 or 3 weeks, or give or take. You know, it depends. A lot of people know their vehicles. They'll know that it'll use a quart in 2 or 3 months or something, and then you just pour a quart in it until it's time for your oil change. You know, we have a couple vehicles that actually do that here. But so that's always something that you need to be doing. Now, this one can kind of be big, but your tires. You need to be checking your tires, preferably before now. Which, I mean, now we still have some time because it's November. But obviously we all know winter's coming on, and we've already sold several tires because winter is on its way. Usually that happens every year. We'll sell several sets of tires because people want a new set of tires to go through the winter with, which is a very good idea. So, now, with that being said, not everybody can go out and buy a brand new set of stinking tires. I can't. So, what you can do is you can go to some shops that do have used tires. And I know that sounds kind of ignorant, but if they're like us, they keep several used tires in stock out here, like we do in this back area. As you can see, we have a lot of them in all different sizes. It's like 20s all the way down here at the end. And then we have a couple 19s in there too. And then a lot of these are 18s right here. And then 17s right here. Starting right back here, actually. Back here about to, I think this tire right here, I think starts the 17 and over. And 17s go all the way over to here, where we have a set of 16s. And then we have some more 16s, and then we have some 15s over there, and even 14s, and stuff like that. But a lot of them tires over there ain't really good for much. But like, see, like if you have a dually, for instance, this tire right here is actually pretty decent, you know. It would get you through the winter at least. And same with these. These come off of a dually too. So, I mean, they're pretty good. And if you want to run a standard load, these tires are actually really good for snow, we've heard. And it's a standard load 265 7017. But then you even got some more tires that's back here that some people, a lot of younger people like, and some older people, but like these Toyos here. Toyo AT Open Country 265 7017 10-ply, and there's one 285 somewhere over here that's a standard load too. I don't know where it's at right now, but over here in the back, right there. But you know, there's just a bunch of used tires that people can put on. And I understand, you know, you got some time, you know, you could put them on one at a time each week until, you know, that gives you, and then you'll be ready for to December, and you'll be good, you know. So it's just one of those things. It's gonna, I mean, I know, but none of us like spending money, but it's just, your vehicle is your lifeline going to work and going shopping and everything like this. You know, I mean, it's a, if you have a tire blow out on you, then that's obviously an issue. But if you have, your tires are old, you know, like a lot of people, because a lot of people that we sell tires to, they get them at the beginning of winter, and then this time of year again, they have to come back for another set of tires because they've went all winter. They went fall, all winter, all spring, and all summer, and then most of fall the next year on that one set of tires. And people around here have to drive quite a ways to go to like malls and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's one of those things, you know. I mean, if you have, like I was saying before I got myself off track though, if your tires are getting pretty slick, then, you know, obviously, you know, you need to get you, at least, if you can for now, 2 tires on the drive wheels. So like it's front wheel drive on the front, you know, and if it's a rear wheel drive on the back, or all wheel drive, it doesn't really matter. So all wheel drive is kind of preference because the motor's going to be in the front, so that's where your weight is going to be, you know. So, but you could want them in the back so you don't slide all over the place and whatnot, and the vehicle get rear end happy. So it's just really preference. But that's more or less pretty much, I think, all I got on that stuff, because like I said, I've covered maintenance on a lot of videos. So it if you really want to go in depth with all the maintenance and stuff, just go to my channel, Birch Video 573. Link will be in the description, just in case. And go and check out some of my videos that I have if you're a first-time person, and if you're a returning subscriber, obviously, if you've seen any of them, then you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you haven't seen all of them, I encourage you to go ahead and make sure you know what exactly you need to do and where a lot of stuff is on some vehicles. So, with that being said, guys, if this is your first time on the channel, I hope you enjoyed it, and please return. Try to help me get to 100 subscribers, and we'll do a video for that. And thank you guys for showing up, and have a good day. Take care.